peace when I'm rolling around. Try to keep me close, but look how when I needed
you the most, you was out. Least I could do was a count. Piece of real dough, big amount.
Fire in the hole, burning out his soul like they seen a
Ghost in the shell.
Froze up. Those summers don't tussle with
Those
strangers. Some of those keep one in the chamber. 3 splits had my wingtips clipped. I was stuck in the hanger. Nigga, muffle my pain and muzzle my brain up. Really,
Something sinister to it. I'm swinging, degenerate moving.
Through the city with criminal
Stuff, welcome the enemy.
Turf harder than immigrants work. Golf is stitched into my shirt.
Get up off the pavement, brush the dirt off my psyche. I was in middle school when I heard this shit, boy. Since my father left, let me fatherless.
And I just used to say I hate him in this
Sign is just need nothing but hard punches to the abdominal. Close fist chronicles. I can't even commit to that bit, bro. Fuck no. I still don't know what division was on East. I still don't know, but that was a funny era, bro. Alright, but anyways, let's get into this. Y'all know what's here. Earl Sweatshirt dropped an album called Live, Laugh, Love. I did see a clip of an interview of him speaking on it. It seems like it's going to be a more mature album, I guess, if we can even call it that, because he's been maturing, you know, for a long time now. And in the clip he was saying how as a 16-year-old, like the album kind of encapsulates his 16-year-old self facing the current version of himself, the version of himself that's not so like cynical. That was just a really interesting clip, and I'm glad I saw it because it gives me a little bit of context into what I'm about to get into, and I can have that thought in my mind while I listen to this now. Because I'm warning y'all right now, I know y'all love my lyric breakdowns. I know y'all love when I can piece together like what I think is going on throughout the album or put my own spin on things. Because Earl Sweatshirt is that type of rapper. I gotta listen to that dude like 9 times, bro. He says a lot of shit within short songs, and they feel very, very abstract and disjointed sometimes. Like I actually didn't like Earl Sweatshirt when I first listened to him. I felt like it wasn't like a nigga rapping. Like I wasn't hearing the rhyme schemes like at first, but then I started to replay because I knew there was something there I wasn't catching on to, and then after a while I began to thoroughly enjoy his music. So for this one, this is my first Earl Sweatshirt reaction, so please like, please comment, please subscribe if you fuck with the Earl content. Don't recommend no older Earl Sweatshirt. I've already listened to it. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. Airwave New on platforms. I just hit 400 subscribers. Let's go. Got my first 100 back in June. I just got my first 100 in June, and now we are in August. We timed that by 4? With no big cosigns or nothing like that. Are you kidding me? Let's get it, bro. We get to 1,000 by the end of this year. I can appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in. So without further ado, let's get into it. Earl Sweatshirt, Live, Laugh, Love. Alright, GSW versus SAC. I don't know what that means. Great cover art too. This feels very dad vibe-ish.
My peripherals decorated at me, you can't get away, cause I still can see you every day. I lace my cleats and give them praise. Get your head in the game.
Okay, shit. I didn't know he was gonna just jump right into it, bro. Like, let me run that back. Hold on. I didn't know he was doing that, my bad.
My peripherals decorated at me, you can't get away, cause I still can see you every day. I lace my cleats and give them praise. Get your head in the game. What my nigga Tay Hicks say, I just paint pictures, you just chipping on the frame. Zooming out of thick malaise in my cranium. Let's get on the pitch and play tricky kangle. We scored 3 ways back to back and made our way home.
This is a funky ass sample.
Like J-Ho, breaker, they can't close. The thin bell raids, we taking our whole thing, they can't cloak it. The blade came with the roses. I still hold up the bouquet for the photo. I'm thankful for the blood, sweat, and pain that we paid for it. Lump sum, you can't.
That's like seeing the fruits of your labor type shit.
Blood, sweat, and pain that we paid for it. Lump sum, you can't change the total. Always a slow roller. Don't race the tortoise. Don't wait for me.
Hey, don't wait for me, man.
Don't race the tortoise. Don't wait for me.
Don't wait for me. Don't wait for anybody. What you running from? Yourself? Stop waiting. Yeah, that's your issue, man. You always waiting, man. All that running. See, chase instead of find. That's your problem.
You want to chase instead of find. Don't let that go over your head now. You want to chase instead of find. You keep wandering aimlessly, chasing some vague cloud of comfort instead of finding the root of the thing that's causing you discomfort. Because to find that, you gotta dig deeper into that discomfort. And with that being said, stop going to the club. It's ass.
You waiting on the hurricane? Honestly, you waiting on Uber Eats too. You always ordering that. You chasing all
Me too. My fault.
this stuff, but with nothing in that chase account. Stop waiting on you in the club knocking back chasers, and you ain't even chase your.
I just said, stop going to the club. You in the club knocking down chasers. You ain't even chase your dreams. Chase your dreams. Don't chase your shots.
Yeah. How about you start working out? That's crazy. Maybe.
Ooh, that's a caption. Chasing dreams, not shots. Got a shot at chasing my dreams. I took it. I'm gonna work one out. I'm gonna work one out for sure.
Maybe get in the gym, man. Maybe get you a hobby. Maybe get you a passion. Something beyond waiting. Find somebody to love. You after while, all that chasing gonna keep you running, and you ain't running from nowhere but your own self. And that's where you exactly need to be. Ain't that crazy? That's crazy.
You're not wrong.
Do something.
I like the slow down part. Slow down part is nice. This song feels like that one scene in every early 2000s movie where somebody is drugged or off some type of hallucinogenic, and all the music in the movie starts to slur, the screen starts to warp into each other and stuff like that. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'll give you an example. Madagascar had a scene like that where one of the animals ate some type of fruit that warped the screen and it made them all talk all loosey goosey. There's a whole bunch of movies that were doing that back then, but I can't think of a bunch of examples off the top of my head right now. They would like put you in the perspective of how the person felt in those early 2000s movies. I'm sure y'all could think of examples. A lot of the times those are the scenes that the person needed to like confront something within themselves that they've been like hiding, and that low-key the plot has been teasing that they have to confront. So an example of that would be like the bodies scene off of Snowfall, which ironic enough, before you say in the comments, yes, I've been told I look like Franklin Saint. Yes, I've been told I look like De'Aaron Fox. Yes. But in that scene, he was confronting the guilt that he's been harboring within this like method of madness that he's been in to chase this money, just chase instead of finding out why he's really doing this, because he made enough money. His people is comfortable. He's not saving the hood like he keeps telling himself that he is. He's been past that. He's not doing that at all. But we didn't visually see him confront himself until he like took that drug. That whole bodies scene of him talking to himself is his. I don't know if y'all seen the show, but that's him drugged because one of their family friends drugged everybody as a gift for them to come closer. And I feel like that's happening within this same song. It's like he's not literally on a drug, but it has that same effect to where it's like he's in a inebriated state, and a lot of his psyche is telling him to stop chasing because it's gonna keep you running. You're just running from yourself. Find, don't chase. So I love that that dynamic within the song. But yeah, this was a really good song. I love the sample. I like the narrative. Great intro. Let's go to the next song. Forge.
So everybody in the band act like you got some sense.
The heavy measure did them in. The message couldn't be missed. The head was on a stick where it belonged. My February never ends. It isn't long. The pinch of salt and you mix through your biscuits off. I'm on my off foot again. I pick apart the defense with the triple cross.
What you know about that? He hoop? Okay. I ain't know. Earl looked like he would be the trashiest hooper ever. He does not look like he'd be good at hooping. And those be the best niggas at hooping, bro. Steve Nash don't look like a hooper, but when I've been seeing his highlights recently in these edits and shit, he's tough as hell. He was tough as hell. So maybe Earl got a little jumper on him.
Silver hearts, a split for your scars. Jog my memory, what is in ours? Slivers of God at infinitum. I gather you then, hunted all. We circling like hawks, all them niggas lunch. Took time off, I ain't no niggas still a suck. Permafrost, pimpin' protocol, ice cold like Andre Benjamin. I'm playing band, still in love with you, let's get in the tub. Jaws ain't big enough for what you bit off, I'll keep the key to your heart for incidentals. Tunnel vision stuck like barnacles on what's propping the big picture. Stick along for the ride long enough. We ending up fine for once. Finally fucked. The heavy measure did them in. The message couldn't be missed. The head was on a stick where it belonged. My February never ends.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he was talking about in this one. I'm not even gonna lie. This is the shit I was talking about. I told you sometimes I have a well thought out thing about a song or a lyric just because it naturally comes to me. Other times it don't. What did stick out to me is that last part. That last line he just said, my February never ends. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's Black History Month year round. You know, I'm very pro black no matter what time of year it is. But everything else, I don't know what the hell is going on. Silver hearts, a split for your scars. Juggle memory, what isn't ours? Silver gods of infinite, I'd rather with hunt. Like, nah, like I don't know what is going on in this one. For the sake of everybody in the band, I like you got some sense. Lyrically, these look like good lyrics. Like they look fire. I'm telling you, like, this is how it always is when I listen to Earl Sweatshirt. Like, I never understand what's going on in the beginning. Yeah, y'all gonna have to educate me on this one. I'm gonna just move to the next one. I didn't mind it. I just don't get it.
Dance.
Infatuation.
Check. Yeah. Exonerated, I ain't dying on his hill. Tonight we dining where? Tell Leonidas I know somewhere with finer fares. Germinate the yeast, we got it jumping in the pan. Flirts with danger, we hastily learn how to dance. Circumstance, raise a baby to a beast like rain and heat. Raise a seed into a plant.
Ooh, that's a bar. Don't let it go over your head, bro. Circumstance raised a baby to a beast. The same way rain and heat raise a seed into a plant. Like that. That's so poetic. I love the duality of that. And then flirts with danger, be hastily learn how to dance. Oh, I like the way that sounds. I cannot lie.
Stone throwers, glass homes, keep hiding hands. Terse reminders of the rocky path. Gleaning what I can from what I have amassed. The space-time continuum bend. I'm sticking with the simple plans. I'm just a man. Bars like the rim of the bath. Live, love, and laugh. This up like hovercraft.
Bars like the rim of the bath. What does that mean?
Have little buddy relax. We on the cutting edge. Told you we only doubling back to cover tracks. Metal lungies you don't wanna match. The earth mother gave the sun a lap that sat me on my ass. Jet lag, waking up the black money, breaking up the cash. Outnumbered, but we obviously crunch them in the stacks. Nobody wants the scraps, nobody. The low hummer hunger had my stomach singing a song of sadness, wishing that it wasn't flat. Tonight we dining where? Dance.
This is my favorite one. Yeah, it's my favorite one for sure. Between this one and the Psycho one, but this is my favorite one right now. I just love the lines on here so much. Germinate the yeast, we got it jumping in the pan. I'm pretty sure that's talking about making money. You know what I'm saying? The bread rising. Bread is rising, literally. Bread rising. So you on cutting edge. Told you we only doubling back to cover tracks. That's a bar. That's also a caption, low key. Y'all gotta stop thinking like hot take, PSA, don't know what to call this, but Drake is not the only nigga with captions, bro. We gotta stop. Like, I get it. I get it. Trust me, I get it. I understand. He has a lot of good captions. But I'm gonna need y'all to start getting more creative with these captions, bro. Like, I want to see y'all use like some niche shit. Like, I want to see y'all use like an Adele caption at this point, bro. Do something different. At least it's different. you know. Use the E in caption and we rolling hella deep. I feel like it though. The low hum of hunger had my stomach singing a song of sadness. That's my favorite line. That's my favorite line off the whole project so far. The low hum of hunger. You know, you hear it, like, why is he so vivid? Why is he so like he sounds like a book that you read in elementary school. The low hum of hunger had my stomach singing a song of sadness. The straight sheer desperation within my gut, like the yearning for more substance, some more substance in my life. I had my stomach singing a song of sadness. A lot of us are starving. A lot of us are starving, and not just for food. A lot of us are starving for life. You know what I mean? Just starving for the bare necessities of purpose and fulfillment. And that is the most relatable line I've heard in a while. This is my favorite one. I love Infatuation.
Humble yourself, you cumbersome coming into your old age. The jig is up, it's much too late. I pre the runs fake. I try my luck one day, for now I only trust faith. Untouched rage, stuck with him from the bus days. I need the love game. My feet is up way above niggas' ceilings. Fuck your feelings. I look around, the only thing I see is us, gang. Love leaving is unappealing. To be stuck, you stayed under. I stayed wondering why, cause the wave undulates and I'm on a high. I couldn't wait, couldn't shake the notion. My fate was up for me to decide. It's no time for pumping brakes. Trey 5 brook on the plate. You right away, couldn't shake the notion. My fate was up for leaving this unappealing. To be stuck, you stayed under. I stayed wondering why, cause the wave undulates and I'm on a high. I couldn't wait, couldn't shake the notion. My fate was up for me to decide. It's no time for pumping brakes. Trey 5 brook on the plate. You right, we whipping J's. Way too much funnel for one, but niggas love the taste. Release a dub for Dave, True Goy, plug number 2, Gamma Ray. Hey, everybody love the sunshine shine. Like the boy Roy ASA. Can't throw away my whole life standing in shade. Shaming how you stammering quick, change the plans.
That sounds like, you know, what he was talking about within the interview clip I was talking about. He said, can't throw away my whole life standing in shade.
That ain't like Dave Cameron, how you stammering quick, change the plans. That ain't like Dave Cameron, dangling off the Empire State. Bet the entire state on me, I came out the gate with fire. Raining flames on who my campaign collide with. Wavy off an age, they say I should've played for Wave Forest. Stakes plummet when you play funny games, cat in the bag. Everything you utter doesn't escape, running man. Niggas in the camp, fuck what you weigh. Maximum stats, maximum bitches, a massive fucking place. Hey, my little baby stack like she from the game.
Not bad. It sounds more like a throwaway freestyle than anything to me, but it probably is just about literally getting rays of love. And I think, you know, him maturing, or the way he talked about it in the interview, saying that, you know, facing that more trolling, cynical, you know, part of himself while growing. I think that's like encapsulated within this a little bit too, because like it kind of takes a certain sense of maturity to like receive love, you know. A lot of us, we talk about self-love and the growth that it takes to love yourself, but I don't think we give enough attention to how much maturing it takes to receive any type of love at all, you know. As a kid, you know, as like when you're in your prime of innocence, like being a little child, like you get love on what's the word, unconditional love off rip, right? But then once you start to mature and you start feeling things like, you know, guilt or inadequacy or survivor's remorse, you know, things of that nature, you kind of enter this like middle ground of where like you don't have that same, you know, receptiveness to it and things of that nature, and you kind of start to like, especially men, we start to like, kind of like downplay like little acts of love all the time. Like your boy, you like your homeboy remembering your birthday, or him like getting you something, getting you like lunch or some shit like that. It's like, especially in the black community, as black men, we like to like downplay stuff like that. We'll make a joke out of everything, and we don't want to take none of that seriously. Or someone like having like a deep conversation with you, you know what I'm saying, like one of your boys like needing you to lean on. Like we don't like to like receive that type of love with each other a lot of times, or we don't know how to. And I think a big part of that is because a lot of us are just too immature to like sit with those rigid raw feelings. So I feel like this song is kind of like encapsulating the maturity it takes to be able to get through that trolley phase of young adulthood and teenage years or whatever, and get to a point where it's like, I'm mature enough to receive this love and shine within the vulnerability of not just throwing shade at everything and turning everything into like a joke, or not taking things as seriously as I could be, shit like that. So within that type of aspect, I fuck with the heavy for that, you know what I'm saying? Production, this is probably my least favorite beat so far. It just feels like a throwaway freestyle type of beat. But let's go to the next track.
Bells rung, send a mail up high to the sky, home
Well done.
that I fell from. Bail us out the barn, mask over my eyes just like a welder. Tail spun out of binds, baptized in the fires of flaw and failures.
Tail spun out of binds, baptized in the fires of flaw and failures. Oh my god. It's like certain shit like that. Like sometimes you can hear bars it just passes you by. Like, okay, bells had a bond, mask over my eyes, just like welders. Like that's what I love about music. Certain things will hit different people differently, because these first two lines, maybe something in those hit y'all mad hard, but for me, tail spun out of binds and baptized in the fires of flaw and failures, that's the one that hit me crazy. Because I know exactly what he means. A downward spiral. You are surrounded by your own mistakes, your own inadequacies, baptized in the fires of flaw and failures. And then to make it have alliteration like that too, so smoothly. I love stuff like that, bro. When I react to people like Earl Sweatshirt, you're gonna really see the nerd in me start to tweak out. This is not one of my Cardi or Yeet or Pretty Fun reactions.
I tried to tell you, you never gonna get a rise out of
That ghostly whisper in the back is nice too.
a real one. Tough like Ryan Spell, Orion size heavyweight titles on a belt, sir. Flying and on a wide eye of the maelstrom. Wild side that I hail from. I see you ain't moved
Love that
in a
rhyme
while.
scheme.
Ain't gonna lie, you probably should get your sales up. Time
I seen you ain't moved in a while, ain't lie, you probably should get your sales up. You ever heard the term the wind in your sails? Like, I feel like he's saying, I seen you be stagnant for a long time. It's probably time you get up, you get the energy, you muster up the courage to just go out there and get to it. And he might be talking about himself. I think he's confronting his younger self.
I'ma tell who the hell won. Promise I don't know who assailed you. Bear cubs, head hunt, voila, they probably do it for breadcrumbs. Providing shelter, dug well enough to find us some kind of wealth. Mining through my self-gun boost. The bottom started to melt some. I fell stuck. Still cut, knife showing the shield love. Spill blood.
From this action, we see the priest's responsibility towards the congregation, thus towards the gods. Now,
Dug well enough to find us in some kind of wealth, mining through myself. Gum boost, the bottom started to melt. I felt stuck. Still cut knife showing the shield love. He was digging deep within him, his own psyche to finally break through what was tormenting him, is what I'm gathering from that. Maybe reach that point, that rock bottom, but then digging through his darkest of interpretations of his own emotions, to the point where he finally felt like, yo, I'm at the root of it, I'm at the bottom, but I'm still stuck within that same analysis paralysis. You get so caught up in analyzing that you're just stuck in a way where you can't go anywhere. Like You can go everywhere, so you're not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Love this song. Another favorite. These are Earl songs that I'm definitely going to be able to replay. But yeah, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. I love this one. Live.
I remember when I ain't want it. I prayed harder, they hooked on the phonics. Cooking them calmly like Lauren. In the 90s, the Lauren is on me. You gonna die on the hill of your choice. I still hear the voice.
I never heard no one call a gun a Lauren, so forgive me. But that's funny if that's what they be calling it. The Lauren is on me. You die by your hill of choice. There's also the hill I won't die on. He said that in one of the previous songs, something like that. I've been exonerated. That's the hill I won't die on. So basically, meaning if he's exonerated, he's free of the thing that was keeping him on that hill. I don't know how I broke down the lyric from a whole different song while I'm on this one, but you know, I'm just showing that I can appreciate that line.
You gonna die on the hill of your choice. I still hear the voices. I'm a Pisces, part of me still in a void. Fishy annoyed, my inhibitions destroyed. Tapped in, locked in with my little boy. I'ma lead you to the river, I can't sip it for you. Never leave with indecision, never leave the homies. Let's talk.
Never lead with indecision. Never leave the homies. That's some real shit. And I think that's something that he's been learning as a father.
On the lead of homies. It's all
Unless it's time to leave the homies, respectfully. Sorry, I'm not mad at that. I can't be mad at that.
God love it, cause that's what they wanted. I'm just creating something different, the bitches get on me. Pick up sticks, we got next to whichever opponent. We on next, blessed, don't get beheaded this summer. Cross the line, double back and put everything on it. It's all in a row, a family focus, my wingspan is a globe. I'm glad to be home, I had to get over, I had to get low. I'm in the house, I keep the backpack,
irony.
I'm Batman, I get the signal that I'm adios. The last laugh is for the niggas.
The bad signal, I love that.
Always in the know. The fast cash is for the bitches in expensive clothes. The fast act is for the chillers, had to bring it home. I feel it in my. I feel it in my.
You rapping on this one.
On the track tank, we crushing and rolling. My stronghold faith was keeping me whole. Smoke down flames, we freezing it over. All the small favors added up into the loss. Stood up in my seat at the table, I was exhausted. Can't pardon mistakes or flaws. It's taking so long. 3 heads over the bar, scoping them out from afar. Jump straight out of the house, don't need no alarm. The put my fist down, the lay of the land, the law we live out. Always got our hands, some extra chips. Told baby don't flip out. See like I always only play the win. Wow, there's the wind howling and hissing. Brown wasn't fixed, the brow wasn't twitched down on my head. Cut the crown in the next one, it's easy to miss it. Truthfully just used as a step stool. Tangle the kids, pray God give them refuge and some assistance for making sense. I cut out the stem, I saw the death blow, and this shit confusing, simple and malleable. It's tricky, it's trying.
That one was starting to take me at the end. I love the first part. That's my favorite part, but the last part, it was like, it was losing me at the beginning of the last part, and then I started to kind of vibe with it and catch on to the beat. Yeah, that shit was cool. Not my favorite, but not bad. Go to the next one. Static.
It ain't really take no time to see. These niggas ain't on timing. Diddy bopping around the ring like Ali. Showing all my teeth, smiling my response. Cheap talk, keep your guard up. Niggas eavesdropping. The weak jaws, we try trees, sparking my dreams foggy. Unique offers. Tell the giant I need like 3 from this most recent bean harvest. Geeked off and stockpiling drip. I'm putting shit on like Steve Harvey. Me, G, and Gene Dawson threw a 3-piece of stripper ball like let's see it. Go on, get this thing started. Arm all in a thing like Vince Carter. Overall, y'all baby shit soft. We first team all league marksman. Let it sing on you like a voice from East Harlem. Easy target, 3-ball game blouses. Let the purple rain douse it. I thought it was
Don't let that go over your head. Y'all youngins don't know about that reference. Let it sing on you like a voice from East Harlem. Easy target, 3-ball 'em game blouses. From the skit on Dave Chappelle's show where they was playing Prince and Prince was going shirts versus blouses and he won, dunked on him from winning and said game blouses. And after that he says, let the purple rain douse him. Purple Rain from Prince. Come on now. Come on. Shout out Charlie Murphy for his hilarious storytelling. God rest his soul. And shout out Prince. God rest his soul. I love trolling like that, like acting like I'm older than what I am, just to like rage bait the young folks and even people my age. It'd be the funniest shit. Even the older folks really be falling for it. They're the funniest to fall. Like they fall for it OD. There's still a nigga in my TikTok comments that thinks I've never watched The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because of my age. Brother, I'm black. Come on. Let's continue.
Let the purple rain douse him. I thought it was a drought. Heard it through word of mouth. It's on the flow like Chris Farley. They marking niggas out. The streets watching and filming now. What's the lick, Aki? They hawking niggas down. I ain't hear a sound. Niggas click hopping. I ain't lip a brow. It didn't shock me.
I like the pauses between shit like that. I like that. That's so fire to me. It's like a form of aura forming, low key.
Niggas click hopping, I ain't lip a brow.
Niggas click hopping, I ain't lip a brow. Then that pause right between, he says it didn't shock me, like he wasn't surprised about it. That's some aura forming in there. I ain't lip a brow. I wasn't surprised. Then he explained it didn't shock me. I like the beat on that. It sounds like a thunderstorm, but also sounds like kind of like a scene from Rocky. The lines, real funny lines. Like whoever talks about the deals that they're making as a rapper and describes it as unique offers. Tell the giant I need like 3 more from this most recent bean harvest. Jack and the Beanstalk, the giant, da 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 da. I don't know what he was trying to get at specifically, but I'm basically just thinking he's expanding. He's getting a lot of money. But who the fuck ever describes it as a bean harvest? That's some silly shit. And then to go from that to saying I'm putting shit on like Steve Harvey, funny as hell. I like these lines. This is very much live, laugh, love. These are some live, laugh, love ass bars. Arm all in the thing like Vince Carter, arm in the rim from his dunk contest. He has a thing for Vince Carter because I think it was hard as Vince Carter's knee cartilage is. Was that from Chum? I just love that ending part a lot. It didn't shock me. Let's continue. Oh, Static. The song is called. Don't let it go over your head. The song is called Static. I ain't hear a sound. Click hopping. I ain't left a brow. It didn't shock me. Come on.
It didn't shock me.
Crisco.
Hey, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Yeah. Gran Turismo, hop out the fishbowl with a fist full of cash and a lit bogey. She don't turn tricks for me. I don't let her, but she would if I did though. Name an instance of bullshit that I went for. Deep in the trench like a split stone, no pistol. Just me and my wits. I'm who the scale tip for. 10 controlling the strip, making it get cold. It just snowed in your nose. She dipped lower than sinkholes. Lo siento, attention central. The promoters is pissed. My kicks on where you supposed to sit. They get bold, give them an inch, and nigga ditch like ding dong. I'm on the porch with the click crisp like chicken and Crisco's. My nigga, I need all of my ends. Need all of us in. 36 holes right there. Not him. I can't sit down until the base is rounded impatient. Politicking with pagans, hated how I sounded. I'ma see you later. Made it safe and sound. My fingers seize the day of meeting. Solemn prayer, easy payment. To me, it beats making problems. Brazen. Brought the beef to the grazing oxen. Sliced from the navel to the collarbone and drain the body. Train the mind and made me silent. Tracing my baby God can't trace the mama. Get these white girls out my home like baby father.
Traits of mine. Holy shit. Traits of mine, my baby God can't trace to mama. Holy shit.
Slice from the navel to the collarbone and drain the body. Train the mind and made me silent. Tracing my baby God can't trace the mama. Get these white girls out my home like baby father. Things I thought would shake me to my core just made me hotter. Sacred knowledge. Jada cups, it's time to change the stakey diapers. Looking north, it's a trail to follow. Can't get lost, I'm staying shining. For those I come across, the ones we lost and all the ones behind me. Pops is kinda janky, his replacement beat the failure out of me. Made me violent, hated, fight.
Oh my God.
The ones we lost and all the ones behind me. Pops was kinda janky, his replacement beat the failure out of me. Made me violent, hated, fighting. I know I can't take no loss, my anger bottle. Mama say his face ain't look like yours, it's on the floor. Go out and scrape him off it. Mop him like a chore, it ain't no way around it. They knew shit was off when I was staying silent. And stayed inside, I'm saying sorry for the pain I caused. God know my heart and that I'm out here trying to change the course. I'm working on it. Peeling layers off in a lab sauce. Kinda.
I respect the vulnerability so much, man. And this song was already good before this. There was already some good stuff before him with these lines, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, this might be my new favorite one because of just how it was paced. It was paced so urgently. And then to get this last part, Pops was kind of janky, his replacement beat the failure out of me. Like, bro, physical and literal part of it is very obvious. Of course, like, okay, he beat the failure out of me. I got beat, but also like he made me hard on myself. Couldn't even fathom the thought of failing, afraid of failure. And it said, made me violent, hated fighting. I know I can't take no loss, my anger bottled. Mama said his face ain't look like yours. It's on the floor. Go out and scrape him off it. Holy shit. Mop him like a chore. It ain't no way around it. They knew shit was off and I was staying inside and when I was staying silent and stayed inside. I'm sorry for the pain I caused. God know my heart and that I'm out here trying to change the course. I'm working on it. Peeling layers off in the lab sauce kinda. The lab I'm thinking is the studio, as in he's letting the studio like getting shit off his chest, but to break down, you know, sources of like your nature from, you know, your childhood on this part was that's not an easy thing to do, to get like that on the track. The verbiage being used on it too was quite vivid, very poetic and very vivid. I don't know how y'all niggas with stepdads do it. Personally, I grew up with a single mother my whole life, never had no stepdad. I don't know if I could do it. Chris Cole might be my favorite. Very, very good writing and delivery. Tourmaline.
I'm finna be out. I thought I told you geek down. Trouble follow me around. Everybody wanna be Bowser.
This kind of gives me a Mavi vibe, low key.
Climbing the seat out. Fire come through me now. Pitch black tourmaline tie. When she found me on the street, she ride. Keep my feet grounded for my sweet child. Struggle not a team sport. You're not afforded recourse. Of course I had to reroute. Stories wasn't unfounded. Multitudes of one I'm never done counting up drowsy. The sun bouncing through the fun houses. I got used to the come down. I be fine and jumped out. Both ears ringing with your love. Both my ears ringing with your love. Ghost in the shell, you a hell of a host. We set up a post outside of the settlement with whatever niggas could want. Golden intel, it's heavy to know everything goes, but it's better to vestibule lesson. Prerequisite to getting in the door is never letting them be selling you short. Let's get it. I've been in here before, it's been a minute. Familiar with it all, it's won't chillin' in a bar for good riddance. The muzzle isn't on the dog, the muzzles wouldn't get it from their guards. It's a different feeling. Spirit and heart that's unrelenting. Evidently to a fault, which obviously gon' cause all kind of splitting. Coming to my senses. I'm finna be out, I thought I told you geek down. Trouble follow me around. Everybody wanna be Bowser. I'm plumbing the seat out. Fire come through me now. Pitch black tourmaline tie. When she found me on the street, she ride. Keep my feet grounded for my sweet child. Struggle not a team sport, you're not afforded recourse. Of course I had to reroute. Stories wasn't unfounded. Multitudes of one, I'm never done counting up drowsy. The sun bouncing through the fun houses. I got used to the come down. I leaped behind and jumped out. Both ears ringing with your love. Both my ears ringing with your love.
I'm not, 100%, sure about this song. Not too much I got to say on it, but it sonically felt like I was getting hugged by one of my uncles. Like an old uncle. Something like 80-year-old. I don't know. It just sounded like a lot of wisdom and experience within the song. That's what I mean by that. And I don't know how to quite articulate why that is, but like lyrics like I've been here before, it's been a minute, familiar with it all. It's bone chilling in a bar for good riddance. The muzzle isn't on the dog. The muscles wouldn't get it from the gods. It's a different feeling, spirit and heart that's unrelenting. Evidently to a fault, which obviously gonna cause all kinds of switching, coming to my senses. I'm finna be out. Like that just sounds like an experience. Struggle is not a team sport. You're not afforded recourse. Of course, I had to reroute. My past mindset was like struggling. I can only struggle by myself. You're not afforded recourse. You're not afforded redemption. You're not afforded resources to help you out. And then he said, of course, I had to reroute, meaning like he changed his mindset on these previous lines. Maybe is what I think. So yeah. Beautiful. It just sounded beautiful. It just sounds like a hug, like an experienced hug from like a grandfather or something, or like an old uncle, which is crazy because I want to say it was yesterday. I talked about this uncle before. I had an uncle that passed, and my uncle passing is what got me back into writing last year, because I wrote this like super like poetic thing of like how I felt from his passing, and it was just his birthday yesterday. So this kind of reminds me of him in a way. Now that I'm thinking about it. Wow. So the next track, music is beautiful, man. Music is so amazing. Heavy Metal, aka Ejectocito.
I released it. I released it. I repeat, I released it. I released it. Dogs, fleas, ticks, time bombs. The weed kinda scratched the itch, I need it. Honorary chief, watch over all the proceedings. God believe got me wheezing. I love being counted out for me. Less than leave, love cut a little deeper. Don't trust the leap, only the ones in the bleachers. 2016, I had a dreamer. My son crawling around on the ceiling, and I had never seen them. Finally found a meaning. Condo for me, him and his mama keep the sweet digs. The team did when I was down and doubting, disbelief, and I forgot to think big, bitch. The team did when I was down and doubting, disbelief, and I forgot to think big. I forgot on cream and coffee, Wally Walker out the bottle drinking. I never got on LinkedIn. High quality, old links.
I hate LinkedIn, bro. My gosh, I hate LinkedIn, but necessary evil apparently. So I'm just dealing with it. So much nut guzzling on that app, bro. Goodness gracious.
Spilling out the nozzle leaking. It's not a problem, I released it. I repeat, I released it. I just dropped it, you should go and cop it. I released it. I released it. I released it. I released it. Big step, I don't think you tighten cleats fit. This level took a lot to reach. Supply pressure for the diamonds that you see glisten. Heavy metal, every piece precious. Let's watch the belly of the beast sandwich. I got it on the side of these sticks. I saw you jogging, ain't no free lifts. I'm at the morning without pretension. I kept on calling, ain't no reaching you. Guess I got bored of playing your game. I put a quarter in and it changed it. I gave my all if I'm not mistaken. I played along like I ain't see danger. I paid the cost to go to, I pray to God you go, I paid the cost and I was repaid. I pray to God you never sleep angry. I paid the cost and I was repaid. I pray to God you never go to sleep angry. I met the morning without pretense. I kept on calling, kept on resending. Ain't no rechange.
I wonder why he titled it Heavy Metal, aka Ejectocito. Ejecto, does ejecto mean to eject? That's why he keeps saying he's releasing, and Cito means seat, like get out your seat. I don't know. And when he was saying I released it, I was thinking he was talking about his kid, like his baby, like I dropped a new baby, like talking about the baby as if it was like an album. And then I thought maybe he's talking about his feelings, like he released it, like he got a breakthrough. I'm not sure. Applied pressures for the diamonds that you see glisten, heavy metal, every piece precious. Let's watch the belly of the beast hammers. Is this about self-care? Maybe? Like it took me getting through the most insane levels of pressure to shine the way I'm shining now. I released all that pressure. I released all of what the pressure was building up to into this, and now you're seeing the fruits of the labor, like I mentioned in the first track, you know. But that was one of my favorites, if I'm being honest. Sonically, I liked it. I liked the way he was rapping on here. This part was interesting to me too. 2016, I had a dream of my son crawling around the ceiling, and I had never seen him. I finally found the meaning. He saw his son before he ever had his son within a dream, within a vision. Didn't know what was going on. Finally found the meaning, kind of for me, him and his mama keep the sweet digs the team did when I was down and doubt and disbelief and forgot to think big. It'd be like that. Sometimes you'll be forgetting to think bigger than what you're thinking of right now. A common like ideology in Christianity, or at least what's preached in more recent years, of to just dream and pray bigger, just have bigger dreams. Like you think, oh, I just need a little bit more money, I just need like a promotion, where you could be praying for a whole new job where you control way more things, and you're not getting like a 2% raise, you're getting like a 40-50% raise. Stuff like that is like that's just a little example. Or pray, oh, let me just make rent, pray to just make rent, pray to just make rent. Pray for ownership because God gives abundantly, you know, things of that nature. So that's kind of what that reminded me of. Like sometimes we forget because we're so confined to the limits of what we already are experiencing and to the reality that we're already in, that you can forget to dream up and think of something even bigger than the thing you're already thinking of, because it could get that big. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the next track, man. This was really, really nice. I just don't know how to like put it into words sonically. Like he's cooking though. I just don't know exactly what foods are being cooked. I don't know all of it. I know a few, but I don't know the entire meal.
Take two.
Exhaust.
Worked harder than a bitch, operating a tight ship. God steering the ship, the wheel in a vice grip. Slave to the vices, stay sipping. I don't got all day to play with you. The fake shit don't surprise me. Things change, so a nigga stayed improvising. Risk takers, look at all the places that it got me. Save it, no thanks, you can't make me no promise. We went our own ways and still think of you highly. Give my baby my
like
daddy
that.
last name in his likeness. Taking the signs and facing the fire. Change.
Oh, taking the signs and facing the fire. Having a kid, and not just seeing yourself in your kid, but seeing your past traumas with your own father into your kid. Oh, he's cooking. He's cooking.
Surroundings, kings of the county, angels around me. Sailed in on lightning, prepared for the fight. Go to church if you scared or you frightened. Worked harder than a bitch.
That's my favorite sample.
Operating a tight ship, God steering the ship. My will in a vice grip, scaling and climbing. They pale in comparison and slimy. I pray they know better than to try me. I stay with the veteran advisors. I paid every time I wasn't righteous. I'm checking all the boxes. I made every effort, then I laced up my craps and kept it rocking. I can't see no other option. Whole rank, tank engine on the 110 southbound growling. Your love stank bitches, that's your fucking problem. Sergeant at marathon standing on the couches, singing loud, lining silver on the Nimbus cloud. I get it now.
The heart breaks itself.
More power to you, but there's no flowers in your vase.
Lining silver on the Nimbus cloud, I get it now. The heart breaks itself. I was thinking that might be him saying I only see the silver lining when I'm high. And I'm smoking the cloud. I don't know. Just saying.
Over and over again until
Just saying.
No amount of sugar gon' help with the taste. At the end of the day, it's really just you and whatever you think. From air mailing you strength.
Yes. Literally, at the end of the day, it's just you and your thoughts. Your thoughts are your reality. At the end of the day, it's just you and whatever you think. Whatever you think of yourself, you're right. That's a huge phrase I've seen on social media these past like 3 or 4 years.
So there you have it.
Actually, I think I got the saying wrong. I think it's believing in yourself or not, you're right. Something like that. This is my favorite sample used. This is nice. Goss was great, beautiful. He's really good at delivering his lines in a really woozy way while still keeping you engaged. If you're like hanging on to every word the way that I am right now, and I'm not catching everything. You're not gonna catch everything, but you're gonna feel the intentions behind some of his words because of his delivery and because of the context clues around it. And that's kind of like the thing that could always bring me back to his music. That was Live, Laugh, Love by Earl Sweatshirt. And I could see how this is one of his more mature projects. It didn't sound like edgy angst music, you know, and I don't water down my depiction to his music to that. He definitely does sound like he has some well thought out hope into this project. It does sound like he's got a lot of priorities in it as well, where he's not just focused on the mundane monotony of having mental malaise. So you see how I cooked there though? You see how I cooked there though? What? I really thoroughly enjoy a lot of the laid back production on here, cause I'm a fan of chill music. I'm a fan of chill beats. Yeah, 11 tracks, real short. I liked all the beats. I think there's only one that I kind of wasn't feeling. I feel like this is a good addition to his discography. It's honestly one of my favorite ones out of his more recent stuff. I liked his thing he did with The Alchemist, of course, in 2023. But this one right here got a lot of hard hitting lines. Got a lot of hard hitting concepts. When it comes to the way he attacks his past traumas with his family situation, or with facing himself, with seeing a lot of what he deals with within his own kid that he just had, you know. Stuff like that is really, really, really beautiful to see. I don't think that's something that we got on other projects to this extent. So that's probably what's making me gravitate to this one a little bit more than his other one. Let me just talk about my favorites. My favorites, definitely Infatuation, for sure. Well Done, for sure. Static, for sure. Crisco, for sure. I like Tourmaline a lot, I'm not gonna lie. Heavy Metal, for sure. And I'm not gonna say Exhaust is one of my favorites, but I like it a lot. So my favorites though, definitely Infatuation, Well Done, Static, Crisco, and Heavy Metal. So yeah, y'all let me know what was your favorite. So yeah, let me know what y'all thought of it. I thoroughly enjoyed the album. How do you feel about Earl Sweatshirt as an artist? This is my first time reacting to him on stream. I think he's a really good lyricist. I think he's really good at giving insight to his own world while still keeping it super layered and poetic. and he uses some pretty interesting production. I hope he uses a little bit more interesting production though next time, because this production wasn't bad. I won't even say it's forgettable. It's just that I feel like he's been making the same type of song for a very long time. Good shit, Earl. Anyways, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Rate me all platforms again. Please like, comment, please subscribe. My links will be in the description. Have a blessed one. Drink water. Peace.